created this circuit, now you have to create your electric circuit, okay? Now, what is it going to be made up of? You need your battery. So let's say that this is your battery, okay? And as you can see, there should be 2 wires coming out of the battery. So as you can see, the snap connector has 2 wires in it. It connects to the battery. It has 2 wires. One of them is this wire, okay? And the other one is this wire, okay? Any question about this part? Now this wire, let's say the black wire, doesn't really matter if it's black or red. The black wire has to be connected to a longer wire, and this is going to be your first hand going to a question or an answer. You have to decide. Let's say it's going to go to a question. Okay? So again, the first side of your battery, the first wire coming out of your battery should be your first hand connected to a paper clip, because again, a paper clip is metal, and this will go to a question. Okay? The other wire, the other part of your battery should be now connected to your lamps, depending on how many lamps you're going to be using. And then one wire should be going out of your lamps, and this will be connected to a paper clip to the answers. Okay? Now let's talk about this again. Does it make sense? So the battery, there are 2 wires coming out of the battery, right? 2 wires coming out of the battery. One of them is going to be connected to a longer wire, and this will be making your first hand that will go to a question. For example, I made one of the hands, okay? As you can see, this is my hand, and inside my hand, I have wires inside it, okay?
So we can use the wires that we got for the question and answers too.
So this is your battery. One side of your battery, let's say the red one, it doesn't really matter. This one will be connected to a longer wire, okay? So you strip this wire, connect them together, and then use electric tape around it, okay? This long wire, at the end of it, you will connect a paper clip. Do you see how I stripped this wire and I wrapped it around the paper clip? Do you see that? So this, the first part of your circuit is done. This will be connected to one of the questions. And what I did is I hid the wire using cardboard or construction paper, whatever you want, and the paper clip is behind one of the fingers, so you can't really see it. So this hand will be coming over here. As you can see, it's going to be wrapped. Let's say this is your project. It's going to be coming over here, and then using the paper clip, they will be touching one of those fasteners, the metal fasteners, and this is how they will create the closed circuit. So this is the first part of your circuit, okay? Do you have any questions on this part? So again, let's repeat. One side of your battery will be connected to a longer wire, and at the end of this wire there's a paper clip, and this will go to one of the questions from 1 through 8. Any questions about this? Now, the other side of your battery should be connected to the lamps, okay? How do we do that? So, again, you strip the wire over here. Okay, remember, what's the voltage of this battery? 9. So the lamps that you should use should be within this range, like up till 8 voltage. Because if this is 9 and you're using lamps that are 1.5, they will light really brightly and then they're gonna burn.
So altogether they should have 9 voltage?
Not 9, like 8, up till 8. All you can do, you can get some of the Christmas lights, okay? You don't have to get this out, because if you do, look, the wires are so small and you cannot connect anything to this, okay? So keep it in this lamp holder. And then what you can do is unwrap this. How many lamps do you need?
10.
Let's say each one is 1.2. So 1.2 times 10 is how much? 12 volt. So this is too small for it.
What if you put 2 batteries?
2 batteries? Okay, then it will be fine.
What Bilal is holding.
Yeah, that's good. Show them what you're holding. So over here, if you have all those batteries all together, what will they be, Bilal?
12.
12. So that would be enough, okay? That would be enough. So then instead of this, you can be using this, okay? And this would be enough for your 10 lamps. Thank you, Bilal. Okay, so you unwrap those. Okay, and then let's say I want to use 2. Okay, I'm going to start with 2. So 2 together, how much will they be? If you want 3 or 4, you keep on unwrapping until you get the amount that you need. Let's say I just want to use 2. Can I have scissors? So I'm going to cut it now. Okay, I'm going to cut this end. I just ruined my Christmas lights.
Oh,
okay, so as you can see, you cut this. It means you're using those 2. It's much better than taking the lamps out, because then the wires are too short, you cannot connect it. So as you can see, I have my 2 lamps. Why do I need 2 lamps? Because my idea is that the lamps are going to be sticking out of the eyes. So this is my idea.
So you
That's
don't
why
need,
I only need 2.
You don't need that many, right?
I don't need that many.
Depends on what you're
Yeah.
making.
Depending on what idea you have.
Okay.
So you strip those 2. Okay? If you need 10, so there will be 10 lamps connected, and you only need the ending of those 10 lamps. You see the idea? So the 10 lamps will be connected with those wires, and you only care about the ending. Okay, again. Okay, so you strip this part, and you strip over here. Okay, great. Now my 2 lamps are ready. Again, don't forget, this side of the lamp is connected to a longer wire that is in turn connected to a paper clip. Now the other end of your lamp will be connected now to another wire, a longer wire, that in turn it will be connected to a paper clip, and that paper clip will be going to your answers. Let's do that. So let's get one of the wires. Okay, guys. The other side of the battery should be connected to one end of the lamps, and the other end of the lamps should be connected to a longer wire now. Okay, again, you put them together and then put electric tape around it. And as you can see, I made another hand. Okay, and let's say whenever you put electric tape around it, it will be in place. It's another hand, a longer wire. At the end of this wire, there is paper clip. So this will be going to my answer. So this is your next circuit. Let's see how it's going to look. So for it to make sense. Okay? So let's repeat. Okay? So you can see the whole picture. So battery, 2 wires going out of it. One wire is connected to a longer wire, connected to a paper clip, going to the questions. The other side of my battery connected to one end of the lamps, and as many lamps as you need. The other end of the lamps should be connected to a longer wire, which will in turn be connected to a paper clip, and this will go to the answers. Now after you put this in place, you tape it to the back of your project, okay? You put the lamps any way you like, so maybe you need longer wires depending on the idea, but this is how the whole thing is. So whenever you connect this to a question, or this to a question, and this to the right answer, which in turn will be connected through a wire, this is when you created a closed circuit, and this is why the lamp will light. Does it make sense?
So that's only for one question.
This is one question.
Yeah, that's the answer.
And if they connected to the right answer, remember what you did?
Yeah.
You connected each question to the right answer. You see the idea? So whenever they connect the question to the right answer, you put this on a question and this on the right answer, you have this circuit, and you have those 2 connected with a wire, so they created a closed circuit, and this is why the lamp will light, or the sound will play, okay? Now if they connected this to a question and this to the wrong answer, those 2 are not connected with a wire, and that's why the lamp is not gonna light. Does it make sense? So the idea is the following. You will go ahead and put all the questions over here, and the answers will be scrambled. Let's say that the circuit that I did is ready. So for example, this is question 1. So they put the paper clip on the metal. That's why it should be all metal. Okay? Question 1. Now remember where the right answer was? It was on number 3, right? So the paper clip, they should put it on number 3, let's say. If they did that, and they connected the right question with the right answer, the 2 lamps will be lighting.
It's not lighting.
Now let's say, I didn't connect it. Okay. So if they put, for example, this is question 1, and we all know that the answer is on number 3. If they put it over here, then they will know that their answer is wrong, because the lamps will not light. You get the idea? So you keep on moving, so the hands should be flexible to move up and down. You see the idea? So make the wires really long for them not to ruin your circuit. Okay? And tape everything on the back of your board. Okay, I will have one ready on Monday to show you, inshallah.